I almost can't believe it. It's 18:45 and I'm actually finished with my workday and there's still light out. But let me explain why this is such a mind-blowing situation for me. And why not choose this chance, take this one out for a ride, go into the water, risk the camera, enjoy the sunset, but actually have something of the sunlight. Everything prepped, the thing is ready to go. The dry bag as well, because I want to keep this one safe. A little water, perfect for the sunset. Let's get this.
It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. Da, 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 da. Same emotions and same pressure. It's all familiar, so we should be together now. I'm talking so much, I know you can't take it, but that's the rule, I didn't make it, you did. Time will tell, but it's calling now.
So I made it out here safely. Beautiful sunset right behind me. Camera is still alive, and I'm practically alone on the lake. There's one more boat out there driving around and just going in circles. And it's just beautiful out here, very calm. Airplane flying overhead, that's obviously nice. And I just came out here to finish this awesome day that started with something really great, and that was a morning routine. And now that might not be very interesting or intriguing for you, but let me explain why it is for me. What happened is that yesterday, during my workday, I read an article about time scheduling and how you can better allocate your time between tasks and structuring the day. Now, as a freelancer and working for myself for the past couple of years now, I never really had any schedule that was dictated by anybody else besides me. So what happened very easily is that I get caught up in creating a morning routine that is perfect for me. So for example, I want to work out, okay great, that takes a little bit of time. I want to have a read in the morning and read for an hour, great. Another hour gone there. And long and behold, what I did there was I created a morning routine that easily filled up my whole morning, and then by midday I had lunch, maybe some other people wanted to meet me, and then I had the whole day gone. And that happened continuously, very often.
Every day I miss it, always reminisce.
Now what changed after reading this article? Actually, right after reading the article, the only thing that changed is I adapted this idea. I created a schedule that I thought would work for me, based on my current time of waking up, based on the stuff that I have to do, and kind of like the whole life situation that I'm in. So that was the first change that happened. The second change that happened is I actually got up in the morning and started my morning routine and limited myself to a certain amount of time. And that was the big change in all of this, is I limited myself to 1.5 hours, and then I would sit down on my desk and start working on the first task. Not watching YouTube videos, not reading articles, just working on that specified task that I set for myself. You might wonder, yeah, well, that's the easy thing to do, that's the normal thing to do, and that's what everybody else does that works a normal job. Well, I don't have a normal job, I have my own job, and I have my own time, and I have nobody who looks over my shoulder and tells me, hey, you shouldn't be really watching YouTube videos right now. And then also I can really argue that very safely to myself and say, hey, I'm actually learning something on this YouTube video, especially wanting to be a YouTube creator myself. It's great to watch more YouTube videos, right? Because I learn so much about other YouTube creators. And truth be told, in the end, it just comes down to the fact that I'm not learning if I don't create. And this is one of the reasons why I picked up this camera and made more videos, and I finally stick to it. I am only getting better when I actually create and not when I watch something. So I went into work mode, I sat down, did my work 1.5 hours, and then I took a little bit of a break, a half-hour break. And that break was really perfect because I could have a little bit of snack, I could talk to my girlfriend. So the structure gave me the opportunity to actually focus and start working. I've tried this kind of thing in the past. The only problem was I never really stuck to it. One funny thing happened in this break. I checked out Instagram and found a post with a quote on it, and that inspired today's video. The quote that I found on that Instagram post was very simple. It just said, "Start as often as you need to start to really get started." Just let that sink in for a moment. Start as many times as you need to start to really get started. I ask myself, when have I actually gotten started? When did I really get started? And to be real, in most cases that I can come up with, I kind of tricked myself, or I'm faking myself, or I'm kind of like yeah, it's not real. I didn't really get started. But the successful thing to do is start as many times as you need to start to finally get really started. So never really give up. I don't know if this will be the time that I actually stick with it, and this will be the last time that I need to start, and I'm sure it's not. I will have to start many times over, and that's the good thing. Because we all know if it were easy, everybody would do it.
Because I never will complain about the time and the place.
But with this restart today, I found that I have something that I have had little glimpses of in the past, but I never really stick with it. And I want to stick with it. I want those things to stick. And the thing that I want to stick is the feeling of having done work and being able to actually and truly stop working at a certain time and have the rest of the day to myself for whatever I want to do. Maybe I want to continue and work more. Maybe I want to make a video like today. I'm sitting here on the paddleboard, I'm making a video. This is not just off time. It's also doing something. But it's something that I want to do, something that I have to do for myself, that I feel inspired to do. And I want more of that possibility in my life. I want more of the room and the time in my life where I can decide those things. And that only works if I get the work done first. In all of this thinking about this, I figured out something more, for myself at least. All the procrastination came from something where I thought I have to get those YouTube videos in, because in the end of the day I won't be able to get it done. And I won't be able to view those YouTube videos. I won't be able to catch up on everything. The truth for me actually is I won't get it all into my brain. I won't watch all of these videos. I won't be able to catch up on everything. But if I make it my main priority to catch up on everybody else, I will never move forward. And what is more important to me? And I ask you as well, what is important to you? What is more important to you? Is it more important to catch up on other people, or is it more important to create something? But in the end, if you get your work done first thing in the morning and during the day, you will actually have a time where you can be happy to do something else, where you can be happy to catch up on Instagram. Because you know that you already have accomplished something. And that's something that is changing for me in my situation. And that's something that I changed with this morning. That catching up on other people is a reward, is something that I do after I do my own work. And that way I feel much more happy, much more accomplished, and much more successful with what I have done in the day. And I can go and enjoy the sunset. And that's what I'm going to do right now for a little bit. Listening to some audiobook and just chilling. I wish the same to you. Dedication in the work so you can enjoy the off time much more. And please feel free to connect with me down in the comments. It's definitely something I like to explore and build into my life more. And I want to share more about this as well. And let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below. Like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this, as well as my tutorials and other stuff. And I will see you tomorrow in a new video. Bye.
Center of attention, you must be from heaven, cause you're giving me a blessing every day. I need to keep you around, cause I'm a lover, not a fighter, so let's peace and we out, yeah. I never told you this, but I think you're the one.